Australian, so I lived there part of my life, and I'm Vietnamese born. So now I'm officially an American the last 12 months, so I'm official now. So I've been in healing for, since 1996. My mother's a psychic, and so she used to read palms, and she doesn't make money out of living, but she's an entrepreneur. And my ability kind of go with that, and I was very blessed with the ability to very trust my instinct, and trust is something I'm just like so blessed at. So 1996, when I start to practice healing, the same time as I graduated as an RN, and this hobby of part-time healing became full-time this past 5 years, and this is all I do for full-time. Why am I so passionate? 2005, I almost lost my health, my marriage, my family was in turmoil. So I have a condition after 2 car accidents. It's painful all over. You have brain fog, you have depression, you have suicidal thoughts, and the pain doesn't go away. It's just kind of like 24/7. So I guess the condition they like to call it, diagnose it, is fibromyalgia. I don't have a doctor. I found my doctor a long time ago because in order to treat a condition that I have is like tranquilizer, seeing a counselor, seeing a psychiatrist, and lots of medication to subside the pain. And I knew I couldn't take that as the answer. 2006, I was able to find a solution to my health, and there's a condition out there nobody even heard of. It's called actually chronic reverse polarity. What the heck is that, mouthful words? But what it is we are just like this big, massive electrical body. It's like a miniature version of Earth, if you can think of the negative and positive poles. So what I learned was, over time, when your body's under a lot of stress, in my case, 2 car wreck, marriage is falling apart, and multiple stresses, it kind of bring it out, and this pain that I experienced just didn't go away at all. I tried every single modality you can think of. I tried acupuncture, electrical impulse, I tried healing of different modality. Nothing seemed to work until I figured this out myself, and I was able to see my own energy, and someone mentioned it, so I started looking to it, and I found a way to correct my own energy, and then everything else started working. Yes, I'm still married to the same man, 21 years. This past weekend we've been married to, and 3 beautiful children. So I'm also a mom as well. So 5 years ago, when I have chosen to go this route full-time, transition from nursing, my business just took a whole work on its own. It just went online by itself, really. For a long time, people come to me. I have mothers that come to me to treat depression. I have people that come to me just to treat physical pain. I have people come to me just to one condition. Next minute, wow, did you realize I got pregnant? And my doctor told me I can never be pregnant. So hallelujah. So all sorts of things. When I started being online, it was just through connection, through other business people, and they start putting me in Facebook group. I've been in Facebook since 2006, but I never really used it for business. One client after another, I start treating them. So most of my work, 95% of my work is actually over Zoom, online, over the phone. So my clients are pretty much from every single continent that you can think of. And a lot of Australians love me, UK, and also New Zealander as well, some of my clients. And I got to work with quite a few entrepreneurs here locally. And in front of you, you have one of these sheets. I'm just going to ask you to read some of the highlights. Maybe if you don't need your glasses, maybe Eric, why don't you read one of the testimonials that clients, I don't know who you have there.
She also helped me get my mind, body, and soul more centered. I've never felt more centered or peaceful. This is from Martin. He's a veteran.
And then, can you see yours?
Yeah. After a session with Hue, I found myself with far more clarity, confidence, and flow in my life. I highly recommend anyone who has been feeling that they are spinning their wheels and not getting optimal results for their efforts try a session. Dana Kalin,
So-
Integrated Business Coach.
Yeah, so Dana, when she first came to me, she was making $5K a month. And after do some money clearing, it's very interesting, you know, what I do is kind of play around with your brain a lot. We've been somehow been programmed by our parents, and words are really powerful. And I got a few of that myself, about not good enough, or who am I to think, you know, why should I be charging for healings? And one of Dana's one was, if I make more money, I could lose it all. Guess who that was belonged to? That was her father. She grew up very wealthy, but he also a big gambler. So that was one of her blocks for not moving forward. Now she's making an average of 70K a month. So it's pretty cool. And I work with, you know, coaches, business coaches that starting out having issue with attracting clients. So what I do is pretty much just realign your energy. And what is energy anyway? Energy medicine has been around in practice from eons time. So it's like one of the oldest practice next to herbs. Back in the day, we didn't have the doctors. So, you know, you go, if you find myself in Vietnam, you'll probably find me in a shrine, up in a temple, and I'll put my hands on you and you heal. So what we call myself is pretty much the modern day shaman. I can have a family with kids, and I can heal people. And we all have this innate ability, really, anyone could heal as well, and you can be trained. And I also teach this. I also teach what I do, and even simple people, all of you like yourself, one of the process I teach is just through breathing. So I'm going to give a quick exercise with you guys. If you'd like to join me here, and just really get comfortable in your chair. Let's get comfortable in your chairs. Just slowly close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. And just breathing in and hold 5 seconds for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're breathing out slowly as you hear my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take another deep breath. And hold in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now breathing out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take another breath in. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now breathing out slowly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can slowly open your eyes. That's just a little simple exercise, and just really we have this monkey mind that are running 1,000 thoughts. And something that you can find yourself in a chaotic or just having too much overwhelm, just take a breath. I know people think, oh, you know, in the new year I have to diet, I have to do all this, do that. Why not just breathe? Because a lot of you, or a lot of us, I find myself wasn't breathing correctly. I've done many different modalities. I've done from Tai Chi to Qigong, and one of my mentors, hey, wait, you're not breathing right. And that's when I be more conscientious. I've done breath work for over 20 years also. It's that reconnected breathing that we connect to our birth, because when you come into this world, you start with the breath. And when you leave with the breath. So if anything else that we remind you of, this is really connecting with your breath. And I've also been a long time advocate in meditations, practice meditation since 1996 pretty much. And what I learned through that, I also have a investing coach. He's really lovely man. He's very busy with everything else, run Kaiser, run investing, make lots of money on the trading market. But one thing he will not forget to do is his meditation, no matter how busy he is. So those are some of the practice I do. And so pretty much I'm really your healer for your mental, your emotion, and just like, you have a computerized up here that runs everything. I kind of go in there and finding out your limitation belief. I want to share a really cool testimonial from a client. Since 1980, she had a hard time sleeping. So this is a very high businesswoman who's also a lawyer and investor. Never knew that was what she experienced after one session. This was a group healing, by the way. I have like 10 people from all of them plugging in. So I heal remotely. It's been like a week. This is my first time I actually slept without medication. And I probed, well, you know, what was that before? So she lists me a long list of what she's experienced, what she's tried that did not help. For now, it's for her just the ability to sleep throughout the night. And that's quite something. And we've been surrounded by negative people all the time. They can zap our energy. Cell phone can really lower your vibration. So the work I do is just really raise that, help you center, and really get clarified. And do you have any questions?
We have 2 minutes left.
Yeah, so room for question. You can, you want to read Najira or Doug, you want to read one of your testimonials there for me too?
I don't have glasses.
Okay, maybe Doug?
I can try. What do you want me to read? Okay. In business, you help me to see that my title isn't me, so I'm able to move onward and come out of the chiropractor as being a chiropractor business.
Any questions for me? So I'm giving you $100 off your full session, and I'm inviting actually all of you. I have a paid money clearing at 2 p.m. today, and if you like, I'll give you my number. I want you to text me, then I can text you the link to come on, and I want you to really truly experience this for yourself, and to feel what it's like. And sometimes it's like anything else. Why wait till you break until you fix it, right? So a lot of work that I do is preventative, but unfortunately a lot of people come to me are really, really totally broken before they come and see me. But I hope you don't have to wait for that route. Even just like, you know, helping you get into a practice and helping you really connecting with who you truly are, your spirit. That's what we all are. It's nothing to do with your religion, but it's really connecting who you truly are. So any question for me? Anyone else have worked with a healer in the past?
No, that's time. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, please.
Just your fees then. Like, what do you charge?
I charge $250 an hour.
Okay.
And if intensive, I do like the intensive, like 2 hours for $450. Those are really good one if you never think, just like have a full workout. I do have an office in Cameron Park, and then I do people, you know, local people get the chance to physically connect with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
and
you.
good job.